Of course, there's that old adage that there are no atheists in foxholes. Um, One retort I've heard to that was that even if that were true, that there were no atheists in foxholes, that wouldn't be an argument against atheism, it would be an argument against foxholes. But basically, there are, non-believing people serving in the military, protecting all of us, and I figured they could use some respect as well. And that's what I guess this song's about. That morning started earlier than normal. Earlier than most mornings I recall. It was still dark, and our sergeant called a chaplain. He asked him for a prayer for us all. Dear Lord, he said, may you protect us, and may any battle be no more than just a fuss. And he asked the Lord to be mindful of our families, and let the good side win, meaning us. All said amen, all but two fellas of the squad, both deep in utter is some substance deep, and one of them was that other fella, and the other one was me. And let there be no atheists in foxholes. Anyway, I know that that's a lie, because I know I'm an atheist in foxholes, and I know we're just as many who survive. Good luck with your reasonable objections. If you're drafted, you're not getting out. Exemptions for the sick, the rich, the Quakers. But good luck on your irreligious grounds. And so we suited up and got our shit together, and went out before it started getting warm. And as day broke, so did the fire. Another minor skirmish in this war. And by the time we'd organized the chaos, we found that there were two among the dead. No time for that now, only later. The fighting was still coming to a head. And let there be no atheists in foxholes. Anyway, I know that that's a lie, because I know I'm an atheist in foxholes, and I know we're just as many who survive. Good luck with your reasonable objections. If you're drafted, you're not getting out. Exemptions for the sick, the rich, the Quakers. But good luck on your irreligious grounds. Now it was our turn to take up the attack, to chase the trappers into their dark dens. And damn this indiscrimination nonetheless. First tossing the grenades, and you don't get used to the explosions. But don't stand still or you'll be made still fast. And I know some of ours fell, but all of theirs. And it was over quick and time to count at last. The counting, of course, is harder to get used to. I guess we focus on the fact that some of us survived. The superstitious, I'm not sure how many, but of us two, 1.75. And let there be no atheists in foxholes. Anyway, I know that that's a lie, because I know I'm an atheist in foxholes, and I know we're just as many who survive. Good luck with your reasonable objections. If you're drafted, you're not getting out. Exemptions for the sick, the rich, the Quakers. But still, good luck on your irreligious grounds.
Thank you.
like to try something a little more humorous, but also a little more graphic, perhaps gratuitously so. So again, if anyone has any queasiness issues or anything like that, I'm warning you in advance. This song was inspired by Johnny Halliday's role in Vengeance. It was a movie, I think, made by a French company in Hong Kong. And judging by the lines, and I think they read in English themselves. I think the script was written in English, but judging by the lines, you could tell it was written by French people. So there was this line in particular at some point after some gun battle where Johnny Halliday and his 3 comrades were in some safe house picking out the bullets and, like, you know, drinking whiskey, that kind of thing, because they couldn't go to a hospital, I guess. And Johnny Halliday's character was offered anesthetics, and he refused, and he said, "I've been shot much before. 2 bullets is still in my brain." I had to rewind that scene like 5 times because I was laughing very hard. But I also thought it was a little bit catchy. So that's where this song comes from. I've been shot much before. 2 bullets is still in my brain. Pour some whiskey in the bullet holes and plier out the bullets. Pour some whiskey down my gullet for the pain. Plier out the other bullets. Pour some whiskey down my gullet for the pain. The doctor told me I ain't got much time. The doctor's told me many things before. The doctor said I'll never be fine. I don't go to the doctor anymore. The doctor said I'll never be fine. I don't go to the doctor anymore. But pour some whiskey in the bullet holes. 2 bullets is still in my brain. Plier up the other bullets. Pour some whiskey down my gullet for the pain. Plier up the other bullets. Pour some whiskey down my gullet for the pain. I spat out half my teeth in 1 square meter when my mouth caught the butt of a gun. Pissing on the corpse of that butt of gun wielder, I laughed through the bubbles of blood. Pissing on the corpse of that butt of gun wielder, I laughed through the bubbles of blood. Sleeping on a boat to Hong Kong from Macau, I dreamt of revenge and those 2 bullets itching in my brain. They were all I had now. Absent the whiskey from my gullet. Itching in my brain. They were all I had now. Absent the whiskey from my gullet. But pour some whiskey in the bullet holes. 2 bullets is still in my brain. Plier up the other bullets. Pour some whiskey down my gullet for the pain. Plier up some whiskey down my gullet for the pain. Pour some whiskey down my gullet. Thank you. Let me see, is this the... yeah. Here, I guess I should show you something in Russian. This comes from a genre that might as well be classified prison folk. The author is not completely known. There are hypotheses as to who wrote it, but essentially it's a folk song from the prisons, from the Siberian camps. So it's called Vaninsky Pot. And I'll sing the first part of it in Russian, and I wrote in some parts to it in English, so I'll finish with that. Я помню тот Ванинский порт и вид пароходов угрюмый, как шли мы по трапу на борт. Холодные мрачные трюмы, от качки стонала зыка. Обнявшись, как родные братья, и только порой с языка срывались глухие проклятия. Будь проклята ты, Колыма, что названа чудной планетой. По трапу сойдешь ты сюда, отсюда возврата уж нету. Отсюда возврата уж нету. 500 километров тайга, живут там лишь дикие звери. Машины не ходят сюда, бредут, спотыкаясь олени. Бредут, спотыкаясь олени. And I know I promised to write, but I know you won't read my letters from this land all covered in white. I can't help but spit on the weather. I've been frozen for 3 months on end, and I doubt I'll ever get warm. But sometimes I remember your touch, and I'm slightly less cold than before. But I'll write you a letter, and you can look at my scribbles and see how I miss you, and you understand. Though I know you don't know how to read. Though I know you don't know how to read. And when I return, I know too, it won't be back to your warm embrace. You won't recognize me when you see me, even if you stare right at my face. You won't recognize me if you see me, even if you stare right at my face. Thank you. I think I've got this one last song for you that I've prepared, but I didn't really prepare it very well. So bear with me. It's I moved to Washington, D.C. not long ago, And it turns out that it's very difficult to find a parking spot there. So I guess this is a song called "Guarantee Me Parking," the reflections of a foreigner perhaps driving in DC. I'm not that much of a foreigner, but must keep going, why I cannot just relax, why is always fire hydrant in every empty space I pass, why I cannot rest my car, she is tired, wheels are sore, she drive already very far, now she's having driving more. Please guarantee me parking. City of DC. It can even be on street in front of French embassy. Just guarantee me parking. I'm not wanting getting told. I'm not wanting getting ticket. Just parking space on side of road. Always I am driving. Always never I can stop. Except that red traffic light. Except flashing light of cop. But for cop I'm not like stop. I look at him in the eye. And already I can see from outside and he's inside. He's not guarantee me parking. City of DC. It can even be on street in front of French embassy. Just guarantee me parking. I'm not wanting getting told. I'm not wanting getting ticket. Just parking space on side of road. Maybe helpful little lady information can provide where such rare and magic creature like parking space in DC high. I'm just poor little foreign boy, look for simple parking space. Maybe time I should call mama and explain her in this place. They cannot guarantee me parking. City of DC. It can even be on street in front of French embassy. Just guarantee me parking. I'm not wanting getting told. I'm not wanting getting ticket. Just parking space on side of road. Just guarantee me parking. Guarantee me parking. Why don't you guarantee me parking? Guarantee me parking. Thank you. Thank you very much again for coming. That's all I've prepared for you. And thank you for listening. And thank you to the Midtown Scholar for having me here and for the equipment people for helping me out to set up so well. Thank you again. Good night.